Now, buddy, let me give you a little bit of Microsoft Flight Simulator advice. Don't go to the marketplace, don't go to filters and, select every plane. And then don't go to best rating and scroll all the way down. And especially don't buy these planes that you find here. 1.4 stars for an Embraer Phenom. Jesus, but if you take a closer look, you see that most of these planes were released by the developer of M Scenery. Yes, everybody, it is true. There's a thunder whenever you say M Scenery. Genuinely. There's people really telling me, please don't ever buy an M Scenery airplane. Oh my. I mean, they've done mostly military aircraft. I mean, that's, I guess, what the M stands for, military. Some of these were helicopters, but also big jet aircraft, like the KC-135. Everybody, yes, the 707 that was turned into a tanker. How bad is a plane that only has 2.3 stars? Let's buy it. I mean, it's off 45%. How bad can it be? All right, I'm downloading it now. 500 megabytes. Oh, that's a lot. I mean, we have a highly detailed model of the 707. Fully animated. 3D cockpit. Animated 85%. I mean, didn't it just say fully animated? What the f— I mean, honestly, is this plane this bad? Let's maybe find out. I mean, guys, let's not listen to the haters. I mean, let's give this an actual chance, this airplane. Come on. All right, here we are already spawned in to the cockpit. Wow, this outside view is actually, that's very far away. I'm not quite sure what's wrong there. All right, take a look at this. I mean, from the outside, it doesn't look too bad. It also doesn't look too good either. I mean, I would definitely buy if it was just a freeware airplane, but it isn't. You could pay $20 for this, but I didn't. I mean, honestly, this looks kind of nice with this dark gray livery, but if you go into the cockpit, you get a little bit of a stroke. Take a look at this. I mean, I know the KC-135 a little bit. I've been inside one. Obviously never flown it, though. And, well, the cockpit doesn't look nearly like this. I mean, take a look at this. We have the cockpit where we have both pilots sitting here. There's a lot of clockwork here. Obviously, there are different variants of avionics, but something we never see is the primary flight display of a 747 that is below the navigation screen right here. What the hell went wrong here? I mean, at least we've got some of the old school gauges right here that seem to be all right. And while, yeah, the engine gauges work, I mean, even if they fail, we also have, from the 747, the engine screen, like we have the double. I have no idea why they did that, but take a look that the design really isn't amazing at all. There are definitely better freeware planes with better cockpits. Let's maybe take a look into the actual main cabin, which is insanely shiny. Yeah, let's maybe see if we can open the door, which we can. Hey, that's kind of nice. That's one way to enter cargo into this airplane. Hey, all right, that works. Something we have below here is what I reckon is the landing gear door. I mean, you see it on some Google pictures that sometimes this landing gear door is also out on the ground, but this doesn't seem very safe to me, and I can't seem to get rid of it. But hey, there we go. We've got a gear of the door animation. Well, that's a solid gold block! Wow, this must have been an expensive and heavy aircraft. Not bad at all, and now we're trapped outside. So let me try to take off here. We are at Wellington Airport. I'm not quite sure if the New Zealand Air Force ever had the KC-135. What really is annoying me is definitely the point of the camera angle. It always seems as though the camera is a bit too low. It should be focusing on the plane with a little bit of a downward tilt. I don't know, this doesn't make too much sense, but I'm not quite sure how that is set up for developers. Let's maybe try to take off here, which works. There we go. We can put that hideous landing gear door up by putting the landing gear up. It's a big lever right here. It takes a bit of a while to come up, and there we go. That's worked. Okay, this is absolutely fine. This airplane sounds, interestingly enough, just like the 747. For the flight simulator, which makes me think, perhaps this is just actually a texture of the KC-135, but has the 747 flight dynamics. That's great. Let's maybe do the infamous button check test. How many buttons work? All right, I mean, this works here for the navigation instrument. No, doesn't work. Nope. Fire testing doesn't work. Nope. Nope. Okay, that works. Okay, that's good. That one doesn't. The oxygen doesn't even work, so we cannot breathe. Not even the rudder trim. Okay, maybe on the overhead panel. Cross valve. No. No, we cannot set up the air conditioning either. No, we cannot even check our power outputs of our electrical system. What even works? Not even external power. Not even the lights. Nothing works. We cannot. What the fuck? Like, generally, the whole overhead panel is actually inoperative, is it? That is just insane. I guess the only systems we can find on this aircraft are down here, right? Which is the fuel, the ignition here, the starter, and perhaps here the hydraulic system. Okay. I mean, we cannot even turn on or off the pitot heat, which is not actually called pitot heat here, but pilot heat. Pilot heat! I just bought this for 10 euros. Jesus, what is that yoke here? Is it crafted out of like a magical stone, this yoke? I'm deeply concerned, and now we are in the Matrix. Oh my God, please don't ever let anyone from the Air Force see this. Okay, let's maybe try another airport. Like, this airplane is absolutely hideous. I mean, we love to hate on Captain Sim, but they're absolutely light years ahead of this airplane. All right, let me try to do a short landing takeoff test. I mean, this airplane has flaps that can go all the way below to 50 degrees. Yes, the 707 was quite a badass plane. It could fly to short runways. Almost looks like the flap isn't actually attached from the model, is it? Does it look odd to you? Not sure. All right, let's go full power. Beautiful, like that. There we go. From 60, 70 knots, 80 knots. Come on. Yes. No. Oh, this flies almost like a 747 would. Hey, that's great. And I like how the maximum flap position, according to the flight simulator, is 30 degrees, although the handle definitely says 50. Like, that is definitely a 747 flight model. I mean, I wouldn't even fly this plane if it was for free on flightsim.to. We've crashed into the wood, which is practically the only thing that this airplane is good for. I mean, making a KC-135 for the flight simulator really is hard, because the whole purpose of this airplane is to be a tanker, is to be able to refuel other airplanes in midair. And this plane can do it because the flight simulator cannot do it at all. I mean, we don't even have the refueling probe animated. We cannot even put that down, which is insane. Let's talk about fully animated plane. But even if it came down, it would be absolutely useless. Yes, instead of buying the M-Scenery KC-135, you should rather try other tankers like the 777 or the KC-46 by Captain Sim. They cost around the same. And well, to take a look at that, we have got a refueling probe. Yes, I am recommending Captain Sim for the first time in my life, because they at least have animations on their airplane. And you surely don't want to buy a whole bottle of Clorox in order to make yourself blind when seeing the cockpit. This is, after all, 777 cockpit. It's nothing that says pilot heat. It's really remarkable how many airplanes they came up with, though. It's quite a lot. It's almost like they've been daily uploading airplanes. So I think we can conclude that if you want to be very miserable and unhappy, you should buy this plane. I mean, okay, it's the only KC-135 we have for the flight simulator. If you are such a 707 fan, then maybe buy this plane. Or maybe if you're a fan of the 747. Also, what doesn't quite add up is the airspeed indicator. Oh, that actually is a whole lot worse. Take a look. We are at 180 knots according to our primary flight display, but according to our instrument right here, we're at 120. So who should I believe now? Are we too fast or too slow? What the? Now we're over speeding? What are we doing? It's just pure confusion to me. Somebody try to land it at least. I have no idea. I mean, we don't even have GPWS callouts. So this airplane is practically unflyable. Oh, that's been a hard landing. Thank you very, very much. I wouldn't have known. Let's try to stop, which at least works fairly fast. So there you have it, M-Scenery. Maybe they can improve, or maybe. So I thank you guys so much for watching this video today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow as always. Good night. And a special thanks goes out to my members, my supporters: Guns Killer, R27, James Deram, That Dude, Anime Gods of Gaming, Derek, Insider Plane, Nishijitsu Fanner, Professional Jamal, Ryland Williams, and New the York. You've got beautiful names.